Good morning, everyone. All right, we're going to go through our normal kind of routine before we just kind of start trading here. So the first thing we're going to do is just go see what kind of uh, three-star news we have today. So as you can see, there's a holiday in a lot of other countries today. I'm not sure what holiday this is. I think it's their New Year's Day, if I'm not mistaken. I think their New Year's Day falls on our May 1st. So we did have a fairly little decent move this morning with the initial job claims. So in 42 minutes, we have what? S&P Global Manufacturer. So usually what I do is I'll copy this, put it in the chat in this way. Kind of helps us remember. Then I forgot to put the time. That's okay. What time is this next one here? So 9:45. I wish you can edit some of the stuff, but all you can do is delete it. But we're not gonna stress it there. Then also, if you want to check earnings, just go down to earnings calendar. And so we do have Apple and Amazon earnings today. I'm not really sure what's going on with my stream here. I think it's the YouTube studios. Let me make sure everything's working correctly. Yeah, everything seems to be working fine. Just want to check the volume of the microphone. Sounds pretty loud enough. All right. All right. So it looks like we're going to have Apple and Amazon earnings today at their close. Oh. So we did take a little 3-minute breakout this morning from it was right before the news here. So our entry was around here at the 20,000s. But we went in very light just because I knew that news was coming up. But the news did go in the right way, but we were only looking for 20 total points. So we ran that data wick. So our bull bear line today is going to be on the ES is going to be that 56.50. So if we recover 56.50 this morning, we will be looking for longs. So if we've already had the failed breakdown of the 56.50, if we recover, we should make a push up to 56.72. Or the next trade here, if we push back up to 56.50, retest it, and we can't get it back above it, we'll look for shorts. So on funded accounts yesterday, we were 2 for 1. This was this the one? Let's see. No, it was this one. It was this one. So on this one, I took this trade twice. So basically what it is, I got in one candle too early because I thought we were going to get the breakout here, and it came back, stopped me out. But the next one ended up going. So we ended up being red on one funded and green on the other. Then this was the third funded account trade yesterday. And like I said, we're just looking for 20 points on these 3-minute breakouts. Yeah, I try to post these setups in Discord before they happen. This way, if you're following me on Discord, if you get notifications, you should get this. So like yesterday, I posted this at 2:04 before we took it, and I think about 10-15 minutes later it went through. And like I said, we're only doing 3 micros on these 3-minute setups, so we're looking for about $120. And these are also on funded is ones that, So if you're here this morning, like a lot of these trades that you maybe see being taken in the morning are strictly evals unless we get a 3 or 5 minute setup. And we missed quite a bit of these. We actually missed one yesterday. Methodical Man sent me a text around lunchtime, says there was a 3 minute setup, but unfortunately he didn't send it early enough for me to catch it. But I wasn't in front of the computer anyway. But I don't know. I might have ran across the street back home to get the setup. But apparently he took a nice trade on 1 3 minute setup yesterday. So we did miss one. So we had 4 opportunities yesterday. So like I said this morning, we're waiting for the 56 is going to be our bear bull line this morning. So we don't take any trades on the ES. So what I do is I use the ES for just another indicator, support and resistance, because most of the time the NASDAQ is following the ES. But we'll see. If there's nothing happening before this morning, we may have to wait till after the 10 o'clock news to find some type of trade. So, but I'm pretty sure just being a lot of news, we're going to stick to strictly evals this morning starting out. And we did blow a Bulenox yesterday because we were doing that 350 candle yesterday, and I guess because it wicked so fast that my my stop loss didn't pop up, so it caused us to blow it. And I've mentioned this several times. What happened to my last Bulenox funded accounts? I was trading one day and I mistakenly traded 4 minis instead of 4 micros, because most of the time we're trading micros. We hardly ever do minis. But that's what happened to one of my Buleys yesterday at that 350 candle. We did get the winner on this one because see what it is, we're hedging. We're going short and long. So what happened is it wigged down, but it happened so fast. I should have gave it a little bit more room because I put it right on top of the candle. It wigged down, but it didn't register my stop loss because I was only supposed to have a 5-point stop loss. And when I closed it, it was already in the 20 points worth of negative. So, but that to me, doing that type of trading, I mean, it's just borderline gambling. I mean, that's all that is. This is the way at least that's the way I look at it. It's not really no setups. It's just luck of the draw. I guess we can leave the ES on here too. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be any trades first thing this morning. And I'm not really sure what the market's going to be like because, like I said, I pointed out earlier, I want to say this is New Year's Day for a lot of other countries. So I think this is their New Year's Day. I would have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure what this is because there was a lot of holidays today. And what is it? China's New Year's Eve. No, I guess that's not it. So I'm not really sure what holiday this is for them. I guess I could put in May 1st holiday. Well, I don't know. This says this is the Chinese New Year's Eve of the Spring Festival, is a festival celebrated the new beginning of the year. So maybe it is. No, theirs is on the 29th. Okay, so maybe it's just a celebration of the new year. that they just do in the spring. Oh, I get it now. It's their Labor Day. Okay. It's their Labor Day is May 1st. Okay. So other countries celebrate Labor Day on May 1st. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Uh-oh. Not really sure why isn't that registering? Because I see W trades there, but for some reason it's not popping up on my I hope this is not messing up this morning. Yeah, I think they're having some issues this morning because for some reason my connection live software is still not registering. There it goes. Unfortunately, all the information I put in the chat a while ago is no longer there. What the crap? That sucks. I put all the news and stuff in the chat this morning, but I guess it didn't register. I guess we're having some issues with that this morning. I can still put some of that back in here. We still got about 15 minutes left. So just be aware that we do have 3-star news this morning. It should be a pretty good day. We have news today. And we also, this is what I was talking about, so I guess it did list their Labor Day. I didn't even pay much attention to that a while ago. So we had initial job claims this morning at 8:30. I'll just put in the times instead of just printing this. So what is that? 9:45. And we do have, like I said, earnings today. And the earnings should be a really good market mover. If you want to pass some accounts and full send some, today would be the day to do it at their close. Sorry about that. That sucks. I'm not really sure what's going on. I put all that information in that last chat, and for some reason it wasn't showing up. So I was just putting there like the news, Manzini levels. So like I said, today we're looking for the recovery of 5650 on the ES. That's going to be my bull bear line here, 5650. Above 5650, we are looking for longs. Below 5650, we're looking for shorts. Also, if you're here this morning, I do take a little bit more aggressive trades on evals. So the evals that we'll be trading today is going to be Bulanox and Take Profit Trader. And we got 150K Take Profit Trader. I would really like to get to that point where you can get those daily withdrawals. I feel like that would be so much easier than trying to do what we have to usually do on the other prop firms. So far, unfortunately for this eval, you have to make $9,000 to pass it. So, and we're up 1,281 so far. So since we kind of have a buffer already, so we've been just trading micros now. So we're going to just kind of be in the long grind for that one. But for the more aggressive trading this morning, we're probably going to stick to Bulanox. Just because I don't know what today's going to be like with all these other countries not trading today or other markets not open today. I'm hoping since the other markets are not open that it'll just be like maybe a slow grind higher or lower. Just, you know, since we've had like, what, 6 days of green, you would think that we're due for a red day. How's your trading been going, W Trades? Oh, Methodical Man decided to take some trades today. Well, where didn't that... All right, guys, we're about 5 minutes away from the opening here. All right, so... Oh, you're passing the eval, but you're going to be red this week. What is your red on? Is it funded account reds or just eval red? Eval red, I don't stress about evals. So like if you pop over here, you see me just take a lot of just random trades. Most of the time that's an eval. So, but with funded account trades, I've been super strict. I think I've only taken one loss on a funded trade in the last month almost. We've been, like I said, but it's just a slow grind. But I've been strictly focusing on the 3 and 5 minute breakouts. And I've been trying to post them here. I try to post them before they happen. This way you got like, you know, if you are into like these type of breakouts, you have plenty of time to get ready for it to happen. Some of these are almost an hour before they happen, or, you know, they're usually I've seen it as much as 2 hours before they happen, because with this 3 and 5 minute breakout, it's usually a nice slow grind that you have to sit here and just wait it out. But I think since we already had a breakout this morning, see, I took this 3-minute breakout on a funded account. I mean, a eval. I would have liked to take it on a funded account, but the reason why is we were so close to the news. And so we stayed away from it. But we got short about 203 and we made it all the way to the 283. No, actually, I held this into the news and we went all the way down to the VWAP. But that's only because it was an eval 3-minute breakout, not necessarily. Now, funded, there's no way in heck I would have held that through news. What prop firm are you using, W Trades? Okay, see, I've never used them. I've heard of the earns to trade, but I've never used them. And see, I've also been using these guys because they're similar to day trades. They're similar to Apex. Oh, they're better than. I'll have to look into those guys. I haven't, like I said, I've never really used them. Right now, we've been just using day trade. The only reason why I'm using day trade is because their evals are super cheap. But that, I think that also hurts me sometimes because I trade them too reckless. But day trade is one of the old owners before Apex. I guess whenever Apex made all those changes, this is one of the previous owners, and he ventured out to start his own prop firm, and it's a day trade. And I like these guys because, you know, if you're looking for something to trade cheap, and what I like about this day trade, W Trades, is you don't have that rebill every month for eval. So it's set up like a funded account. So you could keep an eval for 10 years. So if you want to just slow grind it and have something cheap to trade, this day trade is probably, to me, the best route to go. Because it's set up like if you pay for funded through Bulanox or Apex, where it's like a 10-year, renewal thing. They do the same thing on their evals. So like this eval here I got with them, they usually run specials like 90-something% off. So you get it for like $12. Oh, that's right. I think I remember you saying you live in a different country. Okay. See, I forgot all about that. I think I remember you saying that in the past. Well, I was just trying to give you some different options to look for to have something cheaper to trade, you know. How expensive are earn to trade evals? What is their start out cost? All right, guys, less than 1 minute before the market opens. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be really a trade to pop off this morning. I don't know. We got a lot going on today between the news and non-farm payroll tomorrow. Okay, $75. Well, what is the activation fee? So if you pass that, what is the activation fee? Whoo, here's that 50 level. So that was a retest of that 50. Yeah, that's not too bad with the no data fees, because man, I get wrecked on Bulanox with data fees sometimes. Man. Yeah, just be super careful if you're taking trades this morning, guys. We stay below 50. We're going to be looking for it short. We retested that 50, so we could easily make a push down to the 56.20 on the ES. We kind of have to get through all this, this craziness in the first 15 minutes. I don't know. The ES is looking pretty good, like it's going down. Unfortunately, that 50 push came a little bit earlier than I was hoping for. My goodness. Hopefully no one bought the bottom. That right there would have been a dirty breakout note because someone probably would have got long short on this next candle, and that thing just would have wrecked you. Super, super early, guys. Just watch the crazy movement. Oh goodness. I was hoping to get that push down to 56.20 on the ES. Losing that 50 again. I mean, I like the short here, but man, I just don't want to get my face ripped off trying to jump in this. I think it's best probably to wait for that 15-minute candle. I feel like we're going to probably be going down to what, 878. That's yesterday's high. We may get a bounce here off that 878 down there. And we got what London lows, previous day high here at 878. Man, that's a super bullish. Kind of looking for that ES to recover that 5650 here. Remember this non-farm payroll the day before. Sometimes the day before non-farm payroll can be kind of tough. Definitely pretty choppy this morning, guys. So it's definitely just trying to be patient here. I'm still watching that 5650 level. So that's kind of the level we're watching as far as the ES goes. Like I said, I still think we got that 880s the draw here. There's your London low. Man, this thing is just ripping folks with these huge wicks. Just kind of curious to see what kind of bounce we get off this 878 here. All right, guys, be careful if you're in a trade. You have about 2 minutes before the news happens. All right, less than 1 minute before the news play here. Yeah, there's a lot of people usually don't trade today, Laura, because this is a non-farm payroll and earnings today. So we probably won't be streaming a lot this morning or trading a lot this morning. We're just pretty much just watching pretty much. It's probably safer not to trade today. Yeah, we'll probably only be trading this morning till probably 10 o'clock. Then we'll get off and come back for like power hour or the opening this evening. That's why I've been trying to change up my trading times. Remember that bear bull line that we're looking at this morning is going to be that 5650 on the ES. All right, the ES is approaching that our buy. Sounds good, Laura. Thank you for chatting. All right, we're back at that 5650, which is, like I said, my bear bull line this morning. What a nice reversal off that London low. And all the way back to the London highs. Ooh. All right, we're in the macro time. Most time we do get some kind of move here in the macro. I'd like to see us get here above this London high here. And the ES is still trying to get above the 5650 here. Like it might get hammered on this one. Son of a bee, we couldn't get above it. I couldn't get it in time. I don't want to get stopped out. We're already in this thing kind of deep already. Pitched out. Is it back on? I got stopped out. No, I was hoping once we reclaimed that 5650, we're going to continue higher, but man, I just could not get back in time before it moved up. ES is at that freaking pivot there. This one fails. We'll have to. Oh, it's so close to the news too. Might get trapped in this one again at the bottom, guys. Nah. All right. All right, 1 minute before the 10 o'clock news comes. Oh, it's probably going down because, oh, I think the charts froze. It did. Holy crap. Holy crap. It's lagging bad right here, guys. Wow, look at that nice bounce off the previous day high. All right, there's the just trying to get through that level here. And we also have the previous day closed here also. I wonder if we rerun that wick back up here at the 40. It looks like what the ES is trying to do too. Still kind of bouncing off those London lows here. All right, so we're back at that support level at the 5650 on the ES. Man, this thing is just destroying people on both sides at the moment. This thing's been rough. So what we're doing is we were waiting. I mean, we did have a fall, another fell of that 5650 there. So you would think that this would be the move down since we lost that 5650 again. But everything's been so like faking you out. It's wow, what a fake out. The fake outs have been insane. Sitting at this 1900s, you got your or 19,000, you got your London low here. I got fooled by the ES here. The ES got below that session mid, and I thought once we got below that session mid that we'd make a push because 20 is the draw on the ES. All right, we're just going to risk a little bit. I don't want to be in this for the full 10 points in case it stops us out. Yeah, it did. I didn't want to. Oh, what a. That thing did not fail me, guys. Oh, that's dirty. That sucks. It wicked us out to push back down. I was watching the ES over here, and I thought we were going to get stuck at this session mid here. And we have this data wick down here. I thought maybe we get this little data wick push here. Waiting to see what happens with this 78 level here. We got that wick down at 860. It's definitely been very trappy so far this morning. Yes, looks like it's making another push for that 5650 again. I just don't know if that's going to be another trap above that damn 50 again. Just watching the 5650, we've kind of been getting rejected there. Quite a few. We're about to have a new print above that. I just hate the fact that you got your 200s there. It's been very difficult this morning, guys. Very difficult. We went to break even fairly fast on that one. Just, you know, it's... I don't want to get caught in reversals. The reversals have been insane today, guys. This thing's definitely in seek and destroy mode at the moment. Another print. I hate that I didn't get my fill on that trade. Son of a bee. Damn it. What time is it? No, you gotta be freaking kidding me, man. I'm hoping that London high holds here. Man, it doesn't look like it's going to. Dude, come on. We're hoping the London highs hold up here. Might get a little reversal here at the 90. I like to see if it can pull back maybe to add to it actually. All right. So that put it up 160 on that account. Unfortunately, I had to make back profit because we took a loss on that one while ago. So we were down. For some reason, my order didn't get filled either. So I should only have been down 90. But instead, I had to make up $140 on this account. So that was my one trade for take profit today. So now that we have our one good trade with that, we may switch down just 2 micros and trade this, take profit with 2 micros. Because we're about to have their initial balance set up here. Wouldn't mind seeing us pull back to this London highs to retest these 77s off of these 2000s. And we got the session highs all the way up at 35, so we do have a little run room here. And we got 1 minute before the initial balance is set here at 05. Would be really nice to see if we push back to that 5650 on the ES. Either that or maybe a 90 bounce here. That's your 15-minute range. For shorts, we're looking for shorts back below 56.50 on the ES. Man, I hate that I re-entered that trade even though it worked out. I'm so annoyed that I went to break even so soon, especially when you can see it was going up, and that was so annoying. We had a little 3-minute breakout this morning, but like I said, I just was not feeling it. It was right here. So we didn't take that one. Just because it's so choppy this morning, it was so hard to. Like I said, if we lose to 56.50 and find support below that, we're definitely going to be looking for shorts because we did not touch that 20 on the ES. I was thinking that we would run these session highs up at 35. That's kind of what I was feeling a while ago. I'd like to see if we make about $40 more on this account. That way I can. So I'm thinking maybe we get a push back to those 50s to retest. Maybe this is to push higher here. It looks like it wants to just go. There it goes. Yeah. There goes that nice little push there through the IBH. Just couldn't jump in right there. Was hoping for a better retest of that initial balance. The ES just got above its initial balance at 63 here. If the ES holds, it should push. And like I said, we did not take our 3-minute breakout this morning. We had a setup here. We just did not take it. So you would have got long around the 60s. I don't know. This is the 5-minute. Remember that 5650 is a magnet on the ES. Like I said, we're just 2 micros, guys. So we've taken a lot of our risk off the table here. So all right, first target. All right, let's see. All right, so we met our goal of our $200 on Take Profit Trader. Like I said, that's kind of my goal with Take Profit Traders, $200. That sucks that we missed that one setup there. John, did you get that one? I missed it. I mean, I did take a trade, but I missed it as far as my funded trade goes. I know. I was just looking at that. I was kind of like, I saw it, but I was kind of, I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't know. Is this the one you took, John? You took the 5 minute break. It's so choppy this morning, man. It made me. I even went break even because I actually got long at 50 this morning, or right above 50. It barely went up, and I went to break even and come back and stop me out then to the moon. So it was so hard because the reason I did that because I already took a loss on my take profit trader account, and I just did not want to take another one. So I had to make up like $140 on the take profit trader account this morning, and I just did not want to take back-to-back losers. So our goal was just to try to make $200 on this take profit trader because that's going to be our goal. Hopefully, whenever we get that to the daily payout. But I did kind of break a rule by over leveraging on this. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the key. I mean, if you can get a trade and just not be too devastating of a loss, and you can probably make it back. I think we sell back to the freaking. I wonder if we sell back to the 5650 again. No, the ES recovered that. Nice. I was thinking maybe we would have a little pullback there. Woo, nice on the breakout this morning, John. Yeah, so now I'm pretty sure I won't get a funded trade and probably till after lunch. It'd be my guess. It'll probably take the next couple hours to reset back up. Like I said, this was our trade this morning. We had even a nice trend line already drew out on Trading View for you. But like I said, it was so choppy this morning that it was really hard to take these. If you followed the rules on this, you probably would have got long at 65 and you would have easily got your 20 points this morning. John, was that a funded account trade or was that eval that you took your trade on this morning? Okay. Yeah, I took 3 funded trades yesterday. We were 2 for 1 on our funded yesterday. I entered that 3-minute a tad too early yesterday and it cost me. I didn't wait for the print. I got in early. We FOMO'd. That's okay. I was the same way back in this month of April. I think for the whole month of April, I probably only took 7 or 8 funded trades. I kept missing them. It's like that one. I unless you're sitting in front of the computer literally almost all day, it's so hard to catch some of these trades when you're specifically taking certain setups on your funded, and that's kind of what's happening with me. Then Methodical Man, and he took a 3-minute breakout. We could have had 4 yesterday, but he took one around lunchtime. But I wasn't sitting in front of the computer. I was messing with him because he didn't text me to let me know that a setup was happening. And it was like a 60-point move also. I'm debating if I want to log off my take profit trader and just see if I can find a trade for day trades. I was seeing if we could find like another little like 10-point move here with the 2 micros and see if we can catch a big move to the downside. Yeah, it'll be eval only. There's no, I missed the funded trade setup. These are the only funded account setups that I take. Only the 3-minute breakouts. Crossing trauma. Even though this is the higher end of the trauma, it's still crossing over. I prefer it to be crossing over yellow trauma, but the red one I do use sometimes. But right now it looks very bullish. Like I wouldn't mind seeing a move pull all the way back to the 2000s here to retest this, then a bounce. But I'm not sure if we're going to have the volume because, you know, a lot of other markets are closed today. I guess it's Labor Day for a lot of other countries. What was the why question? It's a Labor Day for like China, and I don't know all the different countries. I would have to look. I looked at them a while ago. I don't know a lot of these. Well, okay, here they are: Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Spain. I mean, you know, it lists them all right here. What countries have a holiday today? So that's why the market can just be kind of very weird today, because this part of the world is not trading futures today. And it's Labor Day. And on top of that, it's the day before non-farm payroll. I mean, it looks like we got a nice little bear flag going here, or bull flag going. Is that the 20 touch? Clear, pretty close. Like I said, 2 micros, guys, 2 micros. We're keeping it very cheap here. And we're only going to risk 5 or 6 points probably. Like, even this way, if it comes back and stops us out. We may still get a break-even trade. I was hoping for a faster reaction up to the 60s there, but looks like we may come back and break us even. It did. It come back and broke even. I probably should have been short from soon as this printed here, but I was just trying to be extra cautious. Oh, there's the first initial 10. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Oh, the good old paper. That's the second trade I've paper handed today. where I just don't like, I see it going up, but I just don't have the confidence that it's going up. Today kind of, like I said, today is a tough day of trading. And see, I'm not a big fan of trading around these whole numbers too. Whole numbers always scare me too, because I know a lot of times we hit these whole numbers in reverse. I mean, I should have knew better, and I had my stop loss sitting at the 50 because that's pretty much where I took the entry at, and it pulled back to hit the whole number, then went. Yeah, that would be a nice little touch. We can get a pullback all the way down to here. And on top of that, IBL, man. To the moon. That sucks, guys. That would have been at least a 20-point move that we just paper handed on that one. This was definitely a classic non-EMA pullback, bounce off the non-EMA and just ripped. What did Manzini say our levels to the top were? Let's see. 56.86 is the level that Manzini called out up here. Maybe that 56.50 still could be a target. We just got to get some kind of pullback here. This is where it'd be nice to see that 50 touch, John. Get that 50 pullback. We might not even get a pullback until it hits that 56.86. Maybe this will be the ES's pullback, kind of like a bull flag here. Really need to see a few candles, you little candles print out here. Yeah, I'm just trading 2 micros at the moment, John. We're keeping it super low risk. We're not going to risk no more than $40 a trade. 2 micros are good. All right, so that was the ES's bounce off the 9 there. There's the 9 bounce. Let's see if we sell through that 9 EMA. Maybe this will be our 50 EMA pullback here. Maybe. I just don't know if this is a... Don't let it touch the 50 till you get back. Oh my goodness. I know, I wouldn't mind seeing a quick push down to the... You must be out west if your kids are just now going to school. You must be in the Western time zone. So what is it? 8, 9, 7 o'clock there? Nope, that was our bull flag on the ES there. I don't know if we're running back down. I almost feel like we're just going to push up all day until those numbers this evening. The next target ups is your 86 on the ES per Manzini levels. Now that's the 86 on the ES. So, I mean, that's a lot of points on NASDAQ. 10 points on that ES to NASDAQ. That's a lot of points. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab something to drink real quick since there's just kind of grinding. I'll be right back. Uh-oh, is this going to be that 50 pullback? I really need to get these shorts out of my head because, like I said, we are missing a lot of the market today. A lot of other countries it's a holiday for them. It may just be one of those days you just buy the pullbacks. I mean, that's kind of what it's turning into. Come on. We're definitely struggled to get above this, 675 on the ES. I think we're just going to have a bigger pullback. And we could be choppy the rest of the day. We do have Apple and Microsoft numbers today at their close. So we may give it about 15 more, 20 more minutes. If we don't start getting kind of movement, we may just call it for this morning and come back at power hour today. Instead of just sitting here watching chop or get some kind of FOMO and enter some kind of trade beforehand. I was really hoping for this 50 EMA pullback, but may not get that today until the lunchtime reversal here. Let's check out this 3-minute trend line here. See, you barely have any pullbacks at all. It's one of those like straight up where you really don't have that kind of like those little U shapes where it goes up and goes kind of like, this. It's just straight up. So, like I said, we'll give it a few more minutes. If nothing happens, we'll probably just call it a morning. I'm thinking the ES is going to have to probably run those 86 up here. I guess 86 is your next target up. So the ES is sitting at what, 676? It still has 10 more points to run before that 86 target. All right, so there's your 90 drama. This is why a lot of times I don't like taking trades into the 90 to the whole number because of this type of price action. And this could just be a slow grind for the rest of the day for Apple, Microsoft earnings. So we'll definitely be on for the Apple, Microsoft earnings. I may not be trading it. Whoa, there's a little bit of something. I don't know what that was. Woo, somebody is saying something. Not sure if the feds are saying something or if Trump tweeted something. Not really sure. I don't really follow that stuff on Twitter. I probably should, but I don't, just for this type of stuff that happens out of nowhere. Let me look at investing.com. I mean, I'm pretty sure. What time is it? 11:15? No. The only news that's coming, which is 1 star, is like natural gas 8 weeks bill auction and 4 weeks bill auction. I mean, I don't think they released earnings early, did they? I wonder if that was a earnings release for one of these smaller earnings. So you can see this Eli, whatever LLY company. I'm not sure who that is, but they just released their numbers, so it could have been theirs. Then you also have MasterCard, McDonald's. So I'm pretty sure it was the news release of some of these companies here is what that was. Oh, you don't think that was a earnings from one of those other companies, John Carter? Oh, well, let me go to Twitter real quick. It's not like we're doing anything at this moment. Oh, I have Twitter open already, or the X, whatever you like to call it. Let's see. See, I don't follow, I guess, the Trump page. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. No, Trump probably doesn't put it there. I'd imagine he probably puts that stuff on his other social media. I don't know. There may be something on True Social. No, I missed that funded trade today, John. So I didn't take it. Okay, so Papa thinks it was the Nvidia extended earnings. Nope, unfortunately, we did not take this 3-minute breakout today. I did take this trade, but it was, and I didn't really think about the 3-minute breakout at the time, but I took it on my take profit trader because I took a loser on the take profit trader this morning, John, and so I was down $150, but I had to. I know, man, I want to get to that so bad where you get those daily payouts when you get over the threshold. I wish other prop firms were like that. I'd be taking payouts all the time instead of trying to get to a certain amount. But anyway, we made our goal of $200 a day. That's kind of the goal on Take Profit Trader, $200 a day for right now. And we got a $1,500 buffer. So that's kind of where we're at today. And we're red on one of our Bewleys and we're green on the other. So kind of a 50-50 with the Bewleys today. Was trying to find maybe a couple more little trades here for the Take Profit Trader with 2 micros, but I'm thinking about putting it away and just trading my day trade account. Thanks for the update, Papa Tony. Where's the ES at? Did ES clear that 86? Man, it did not. So we have a straight up trend here. This is what this trend line is here. I mean, it's just straight up. It's on the 3-minute. Look, just straight up. I mean, I feel like we're due for a pullback, honestly. I mean, I just feel like we're due for a pullback. I kind of like to see us lose the 20 there. But we could just be straight to the moon today until the earnings come out this evening. We got a pivot at 78 on the ES. I mean, I would think that we're due for a 50 EMA pullback all the way back down to the 50s. That's kind of what I'd like to see. All right, broke back below that whole number here. I don't want to think about that 50 push until we get below this 21 EMA at 91. Because it almost looks like another little bull flag setup on the ES. All right, we're pushing the 21 here. We're getting below it. All right, so good chance for a 50 EMA bounce here at the 60s. Make sure I got the right one. We're kind of waiting to put our order on real quick. Just want to see what kind of volume's being pushed down there. As long as it stays like a nice slow grind like this, I like it much better than just a rip. Still got about 20 points away. I don't know. The ES is starting to look a little on the bullish side again. So we're going to be risking $100 on this trade. So basically 100 to make 100. If we get the entry. John, we might not even get this pushed down to the 50. Oh. Especially if it reclaims 90. If it reclaims that 90 area, we're probably going back up because you're getting back above those EMAs. All right, come on. We just want 10 points. That's it. 10 points. Don't want it back above. Oh, man, the ES is pushing. All right, come on. I'm trying to front run it by like a half a tick because mine says it's at 64.60. I just hate all this consolidation here. I'm not a big fan of that. That's probably the only thing I don't like about this trade. You usually just want it to be one candle, two candles to get to the 50, then a pop. You don't want to see consolidation on top of it, or, you know, barcoding. So we're up like $1,000 in this account. So we do have a little bit of room. You know, even if we do take $100 loss, it's not too devastating. Woo, that freaking 50 keeps inching closer and closer. So it's all right. If it doesn't touch it on that first push down, we will close the trade because I won't wait for the second push. The only thing I don't like about it is that freaking IBH or IBH, whatever 1.5 is sitting at 75. So we'll keep a short leash on this. We want to see an instant pop. We don't want it to go down there and hesitate. It didn't fill it. What the crap? It didn't fill my order. What the crap? It didn't fill it. Y'all saw that? It was just hitting it. It didn't fill it. What the? I don't know. I don't understand. Something. I don't know if there's an issue with here. So I would close it if you didn't get your first 10 push up there because it would have been close. I'm not really understand why my order didn't get filled. I'm not sure if you would have got the 10 points or not. It would have been close. Yeah, it was pretty close to a break-even trade. I think mine wouldn't even filled. I had mine sitting there, and it just sold right through. It didn't even fill it. If the 50 holds here, Man, that's a super bullish candle. This is just for a couple micros here, guys, too. In case we bounce at that 50, I'm going to go to break even. Okay, we got the first target. I was trying to make $100 off of that, but we only got 25. Dude, the ES looks like it's just ripping at the moment. I was hoping for a retest here. This was my idea of thinking about taking this, that we'd get another retest of the IBH here on the ES. What is it, 11:30? And I was hoping maybe we get a lunchtime reversal, get that 50% pullback. Where's that level at? All the way back at the 19,090? Just don't want to get suckered in if this thing does not drop. I mean, the ES is looking kind of what wants to push down, but man, who knows right here? This thing can go either way. Kind of waiting to see if we're going to lose this 50. All right. New candle. Like I said, guys, whatever trade I take is going to be super low risk. We're only going to be risking 1 to 2 micros per trade. We're at the 50 hold number. I want to see us get through this 50 here. Because right now on the ES, the 5650 is the magnet for this. And we haven't had a retest of those 63s. But right now, it's just chopping back and forth. There's the 50 break. All right, we're going to try the 50 break just with 2 micros. And we're only going to be risking, what's that? 10 times $4, like 40 bucks, right? That, yeah, $40. Like, I wouldn't do this with heavy micros because you could easily get stopped out here. Just because we've been whipsawing so bad back and forth. And we may even move it down to just 5 points. Just right above the 50. Because if it gets back above that 50, it's probably going to be going back up anyway. So now we're just in it for 7 points. Shoot. I was hoping we would get there before we hit the IBH on the ES. Come on, go. Damn it, we hit that. Dude, come on. All right. All right, we're just going to leave it at break even because it's just 1 micro. If we can get filled. Oh, come on. All right, let me just, actually I may risk $10, just a few points, just at the top of this previous candle. This will be my last trade on this day trade account. Unless I hit $100 before that target there. We're at 70. Come on, ES. If I can get my target before ES hits that 58, I think that 58 is probably our bounce. I really don't want to see the ES get back above 63 here. You want to see this IBH hold. And if the ES does get back below that level, we may even flatten this. I'm thinking this 10's a good target because you got a wick sitting here at the 5. But man, if we break below that, we could go all the way down to this next level at 75. And that would almost put us back at that 56.50 on the ES, which is the magnet for the ES. No, don't recover to 63. All right, we just had to make a little kiss with it. Like, keep it going. Up. All right, there's the 200 bounce. If we get to the 200, we will definitely hit our target. If we get through the 69s here, we will definitely hit our target. No. Nice, John. If we can hold 63 on the ES, we should get a push. If we can break through this next level of 59, we should get a push. Come on, 59. It's going to be so annoying if this crap comes and wicks me out then goes. But that's the kind of crap that usually happens. I may actually just put it right above the 50 here. And just risk. I mean, that's like risking $10. Woohoo! There's a 59 break. Come on. Hopefully now the next level for the ES is either going to be 50 or this session mid here at the 55. Man. What sucks is we were up 20 points on that too. Damn it. I may not get my $100 today. Go, go, go. Might have to move the target down here. I don't know how many bounces I want to play. Come on, one more good push to get me my 10. We're only asking for like 10 more points from the bottom there. Because I know what's going to happen. As soon as I try to go to break even, man, this thing will just go straight down. I want to see it wick just past this. All right, we're below the 200 moving average. Scared me there for a minute. I was like, my mouse is broken. Is that what's going on here at the 20? Man, we done got stuck there multiple times. All right, we're going to at least just lock in a few points, even if it's only 10 bucks, because I don't really want it to come back and go negative after being up 20 points. But the reason why we're shooting for more, because it's just one micro, so you want to get at least 30, 40 points off of one micro. At least that'll give you like a little $70 winner. Oh, it's getting there. It's getting there. It just needs the wick just past the 13s to take out this previous wick. But we also have this wick here too, down at the 205. So we're kind of splitting the difference here. That sounds good. Yeah, we'll take at least lock in 30. There we go. Good deal. All right. So we got day trade account out of the way today. And we hit our goal for 125 and total net 113. So we're up 26,116 on this account. So if I pass this, it'll be my first day trade account funded. So we only need, what, about 4 more winning trades. So we've been kind of slow grinding this one too. One of my favorite thing about the day trade accounts, if you can catch them on their 90%, you can get their accounts for like $12 for their evals. So their evals are really, really cheap if you're looking for something to just practice your strategy on. And it's no monthly renewal. So once you pay that $12.50, it's good for 10 years. So nice. Dude, that's a nice trade. 65 points with 3 mics. Whew. Let's see what is that? Let's see. Calculator. $6. Is that 6, right? 65. Oh, nice. 390. Hell yeah. Oh, 380. After fees or something. So there's our IBH retest. So you could have chose that level too. That would have been another good level. We were splitting the difference between that wick. So I'll show you what I was looking at, what we were splitting. So we were splitting the wick. So we had a low right here and a low here. So we were just kind of splitting the middle. Okay, just once every 30 days. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I at least trade them once or twice a week. So usually what I do on mine, John, I just try to look for 1 trade a day for my day trade account. And I just try to make $100. So if that trade didn't work out, we probably wouldn't have got our $100 today. Dude, 50 is going to be the target for the ES here. Manzini's already said that this 5650 is the magnet. So I almost wish I would have held this, because especially now, if we lose that 50 level, you're talking about downtown. Dude, it could just be a total ripper for the rest of the day. What I like to see is this. Is this the hold up here? Push back up here, then sell back off on the 3 minutes here. But I don't know if we'll get that. Oh, this is the wrong charts. Dude, nice if you guys stayed in that. That's down almost 100 points from our original entry. I definitely didn't have no idea it was going to go down this much. Yeah, yep, that would have been nice. Even just 1 or 2 micros, man. Just, man, I wish if I'd have went in with more micros, but since I only went in with 2 micros, I didn't really have a lot, and I didn't want to, risk. Like I said, I already met my goal of that. We're already over $100 on the day trade, and we're already over $200 on the take profit trader. So, yeah, with the take profit trader, I had to make up like $150 this morning because we had a $150 loss this morning. So we actually made $300 or $350 on day trade. But like I said, take profit trader, but because we had to make up the red that we had this morning. And usually that's my case. I hate that because I'll trade before that first 30 minutes or first 15 minutes, and I end up getting myself in trouble and you have to make it back. But I don't think I'm going to take any more trades until probably power hour. And I'll have to see about the 350 candle today. Yesterday, man, that 350 candle burned the crap out of me. I set my stop loss just right below the previous candle because we were hedging it. I mean, basically just call it gambling is what it is when you're talking about playing that candle. It still won, but on my bottom one, it wigged me in, and my stop loss, it didn't hit my stop loss. Yeah, we're definitely going to be here for power hour because we're going to be here for trading the, the numbers this evening for Apple and Microsoft. So if you guys are trading this evening, remember we have Apple and Microsoft numbers coming out. So just be aware of that. I don't know what time they'll get released. I wish they would tell you a time they're going to release them, but I'm guessing maybe they do that on a purpose so people aren't hedging it. I'm assuming that's why they do that with these earnings. So just be aware of that if you are trading and you're holding after hours today. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will be back at 3 o'clock for power hour to do power hour and the earnings.